Yo dudes. That's weird. Hey, hi, whoa. And welcome to... What did I call this thing? Was it Comic Book Time with Duncan? Or was it...
Comic Book Haul Time with Duncan?
Can't remember. So welcome to another Comic Book Haul with Duncan. These are the only English videos I make anymore. So today I'm going to do something a bit different. As I have like lots of long runs of stuff, I'm going to turn the camera around and just show you the comic books. And so here we go. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Incredible Hulk 303, 325 with this beautiful border that I think they did it for most of the comics in 1986, I think. 328, we jump to 382, and then Cable 34 because it's a two-parter and you have to buy Cable, and Hulk 444 with what the fuck is going on with the Hulk there? What the hell is that? That's not the Hulk. Some pretty dodgy artwork there. 445, Onslaught, yay. 446, Jesus Christ. Like, this is even crazy for the Hulk. Look at that. He's like on he's like Super John Cena or something. Fucking hell. 447, 450, 454 with Wolverine to probably try and boost sales. 455 with more X-Men. 456, I think he becomes one of the 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse. 457, 458, 459, another 459 because I don't know how to keep count of what I've got. 460, I think I already have that one too. 461, 462, kind of like that cover. And another 462 because I love the cover so much. 463 and 467. Did it? I can't remember if did I get this in England? I might have already shown this one. It's the last issue of the Peter David run. And we have Hulk 2. I can't remember what series this is. Don't ask me. It's by Mark Waid and Mark Bagley. Hey, 2 marks. Next we have the Nancy A. Collins run on Swamp Thing. I don't know if it's all of it, but it's most of it. And I feel like it's pretty underrated. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. It's not as out there as the Alan Moore run, but it tackles lots of social issues and you get to see their kid grow up. I know it's not Vertigo yet, but all of the covers are just beautiful. Oh, that's 110 by the way. And then we have 111, 114, 115, 116, 117. Look at that acid trip. 118, 119. That's fucking intense. 121, 120. That's not in order. 122, 123. So I don't have much to say about these. Like, I just really enjoyed the run, along with, I think it was better than the Morris and Mark Millar run. I thought that would be pretty entertaining, but this was way more entertaining than that. It was 124, 125, 126, 127. Just love all of these covers. 128, 129. It has become officially Vertigo series now. 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138. That is the end of the Nancy Collins one. And then I just have one of 139, which is Dick Foreman does it, but I don't think he does it for very long. I don't know if he's just filling in until someone comes along, but does he? I don't know if he even does 10 issues. And then I think Morris and Millar, and then just Millar take over. Next we have some Punisher. This is Punisher POV. Very nice cover there. My friend Shaw got this for me when he went to LA. He actually phoned me up and was like, hey, what comics do you want? Very nice of him. And we have Punisher Noir issue 1. Okay. And then we have the Punisher #1. First issue of the ongoing series. And then we skip all the way to number 50, number 77. We've got some very extreme covers here. 79, I mean, it is the 90s. Well, it isn't now, it was. These covers are all from the 90s, I think. 83, 84, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, jump to 102, and then we get the beautiful Jay Lee covers here. 103. Then we jump to the Ennis and Dylan one. I don't know what series this is. Issue 3, issue 4. We've got the beautiful covers by, I believe they're by Tim Bradstreet, because he does lots of Hellblazer covers. And you look at the cover and you're like, I hope he draws the inside, and then he doesn't. But you know, Steve Dillon, I like Steve Dillon. His work on Punisher is really good. Issue 6, issue 7, and issue, I have no idea because it doesn't say. I don't know, is that a misprint? I have no idea. I think it's, is it? I think it might be 8. So I was just trying to fill in gaps. Next up we have the full run of Agent X. And for those of you that don't know, there was a point in time when Deadpool didn't sell very well, and they actually cancelled it and replaced it with this guy, Agent X, and you're supposed to think that it's Deadpool with amnesia, but it turns out it's not. And this title actually gets cancelled halfway through, and it's pretty frustrating. Well, let's just show issue 2. Oh, it's written by Gail Simone and illustrated by Udon Studios. We've got issue 3, issue 4, issue 5, issue 6, issue 7, and this is the point where I think they were going to cancel it, but they decided to keep it going. They had like a bunch of fill-in artists whose stories varied from okay to terrible, and the really sad thing is Gail Simone introduces this character that's this little girl who, I don't know if she's a mutant, it's never explained, but only Agent X can see her, and she is never mentioned ever again, and we don't know what happens to her. So yay. Issue 8, issue 9, 10, issue 11, 12, and then Gail Simone actually comes to wrap it up. Here's issue 13, and there is that girl that I was talking about. She's on the cover, but she's not in any of these issues and is not mentioned ever again. Issue 14, and then the last one, 15, Return of Deadpool. Yay! Okay, next up is a shit ton of Hellblazer. So we have issue 92. This is the Paul Jenkins and Sean Phillips one. 93, and all of these have beautiful covers too. 94, 95, 96, 97, 102, 103, 104, 105, no, that's 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111. Sorry for the construction sound, by the way, but there's nothing I can do about that. 112, 113, I just love these covers, they're so cool. 114, 116, 117, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, and I think that's the end of the Paul Jenkins one. Garth Ennis has a short run. 129, 130, 131, 132, 133. These are all done by Glenn Fabry, who did all of the Preacher covers, I think, and so they're very, very gruesome and real looking, which is wonderful. And now starts the Warren Ellis run with the beautiful covers by Tim Bradstreet, and I think he draws out of, well, I don't know if I have all of the Warren Ellis run or like all of the covers he's done, but from the ones that I read, he did the art for one issue and all the covers, so you know, it's a shame because his art is beautiful. 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 141, 143, and here starts the Brian Azzarello run. 151, and what he does is he basically takes Constantine. Oh, I think he's an American guy, so kind of makes sense, but he takes Constantine out of the UK, and I think from pretty much either all of it or 90% of the run, he's just in the States. And yeah, the stories, they're not that bad, but they're not as good as, like, you know, Warren Ellis. 152, 153, but the cover art is still consistently amazing. 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159, 160, 161, and then we jump to 182, the Mike Carey run, 183, 186, 189. I feel like this image is used a lot for promotional stuff. I think I had it as my Twitter background for a while. 190, 191, 192, 193 with Swampy. During like all of these comics I just showed, I don't think Swamp Thing, he only shows up like once maybe? I'm not sure actually. Considering Constantine was first appeared in Swamp Thing, he doesn't show up all that much. 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200, 201, 206, 213, that's how I feel most days, 214, 215, 229, no more Tim Bradstreet art cover. 230 starts Andy Diggle, and then the last one is 231. So I will end this with a crap ton of Spider-Man comics as adjectiveless, spectacular, amazing, web of, and other stuff, as you can see. So first off, Superior Spider-Man Team Up 5 and 6. And then we have Adjectiveless Spider-Man 45. Again, that's how I feel every day. 46. Ooh, it's a bit shiny. 47. Next we have some Spectacular Spider-Man. 113. 161. 165. 172. 175. And, oh yes, 185. 189. Look at that holographic cover. Oh, yes. So gimmicky, but so cool. Next we have Spidey Super Stories. I don't know if one of this is issue 29. This is aimed at young children, so it's bigger pictures, less text, and for some reason he's never referred to as Spider-Man. They always everyone just calls him Spidey. So next we have Marvel Adventures Spider-Man, which I think these were aimed at younger kids as well, but they're still pretty entertaining. That's 36, 37, and 38. We have one issue of Spider-Man Reign, issue 2. It's basically The Dark Knight Returns with Spider-Man. It is famous or notorious for being the story where Mary Jane died of cancer because she had sex with Spider-Man and Spider-Man had radioactive sperm. Yeah, this is why my wife thinks comic books are stupid. Okay, now we have a massive chunk of Amazing Spider-Man, and I think some of these I got recently, some of them I might have already shown, and some of them I got like a year and a half ago. So Amazing Spider-Man 187 with Captain America, 192, 223, 225, 226, 232, 234, 253, 297, and this is, it's not all, but it's a lot of the Todd McFarlane run. So here we go. 302, and like looking back on Todd McFarlane's art, it still looks, Spider-Man still looks cool, but the way he draws humans, sometimes they look fucking weird. And surprisingly, the stories are pretty entertaining. I think I have the image, when I think of Todd McFarlane Spider-Man, I think of like the first, what is it, 16, except for issue 15, 16 issues of Adjectiveless Spider-Man where he did the writing. But here, someone else, David I don't know how to pronounce his name. His name will appear here somewhere. He did the writing, so it's pretty good. You got some good writing and some good art. 303, 304, 305, 307, 309, 310, 311, 312. The goblin looks a bit weird, but it's still kind of cool. This next one's really cool. 313, that's intense there. 314, 318, 319, 320, 321, 322, 323, and if you look closely, like I was saying, his faces look a bit weird, but you know, overall Still looks pretty cool. 324 and 325. Still got some more amazing, but I think that's all of the Todd McFarlane one. I think I showed this before, but I think I said 326. I think I said that was done by Eric Larson, but it's not. It's done by someone else. This one, 327, the one where he fights Magneto, is the artist by Eric Larson. And then we have, I think this is the final amazing Spider-Man Todd McFarlane did. 328, where he's punching the Hulk because he has cosmic powers. And the Hulk, again, looks kind of weird, but it still looks cool. And then we have some more. This is a bunch of Eric Larson stuff. 335, 336, 337, 340, 341, 343, 350. I think I showed this one before. It's the one where he fights Doctor Doom, and it's awesome. And then we jump to 382 with this Mark Bagley on art. I think his Spider-Man's also pretty iconic. It was like used for lots of promotional stuff. And we have jumped to 403, 414. Oh, it's Ben Reilly Spider-Man, by the way. 422. And then I have some annuals. We have the Amazing Spider-Man. This is beat to hell, but it's annual number 3. It's a bit disappointing. This is 72 big pages, but more than half of it is just reprints of old Spider-Man stories. And then we have annual number 10. I think it's the first appearance of the Human Fly, but before I got this I had no idea who he was, so he's probably not that relevant. And we jump to annual number 24. So I think I showed this one before. It's Amazing Spider-Man 37, or because they were going to go back to the old numbering, 476. It's the one where Aunt May finds out that he's Spider-Man, and I thought it's the one where she talks to him about it, but apparently that's the next issue, and I can't find that, and I really want to read that one. Okay, we're going to finish it off with some Web of Spider-Man. Web of Spider-Man, I think up until the Clone Saga is pretty, maybe up until like Maximum Carnage, I don't know. It's pretty consistently good up until a certain point. It has like some cool stories by some good writers. And we have Web of Spider-Man number 1. I think I already have that. 4, 6, 7, 10, 23. It's like one of the most ridiculous villains ever. 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, around this time, like, this isn't his symbiote costume. His symbiote costume, actually, I thought he had it for a while, but actually he gets rid of it pretty quickly, but he switches quite, for some reason, back and forth, wearing the black costume and sometimes wears the red one. I don't know, I guess it depends on who's writing him, you know. But he did wear the black costume for a good few years. 29, 30, the Rose, who was a big player in like the late 80s, like not late 80s, mid 80s. He's the Kingpin's son, and he's trying to like just take over, but you know, it doesn't go very well. 32, this is Kraven's Last Hunt Part 4. It's love Kraven's Last Hunt. It's amazing. 33. And 2 issues of 34, because I'm an idiot. 35. 3 issues of 36. I do not know how that happened. 38, with a cool Hobgoblin cover. Did he use skull bombs in the beginning? I can't remember. 39. 44, this one actually crosses over with the Incredible Hulk. 46, 47, I guess he did use skull bombs. 48, and this is after he got turned into a demon. I feel like the Hobgoblin actually became a demon. It's the second Hobgoblin actually became a demon. I don't think anyone drew him as cool as like Todd McFarlane did. Todd McFarlane made him look so creepy, but everyone else sort of just made him look like he was just, his mask was his face instead of him actually looking fucking creepy. But you know, 56, 57, 59, 60, 83, 87, 89. Oh my god, as the Rose becomes the Blood Rose, it's so cringy. He looked way cooler when he was just the Rose, but you know, this is what looked cool in the 90s like this. Look at the pouches he has there. Oh my god, the amount of pouches, that's amazing. 91, 92, 93, 94. Oh, for those of you who don't know, Green Goblin was like dead for a fucking long time, so Hobgoblin was, you know, he he was kind of a main player in maybe the mid to late 80s, but then once it became Jason McIndale took over as Hobgoblin, he kind of became a B-lister, even after he became a cool demon, you know. It's just 97 with the Blood Rose. Oh my god, that's so shit. 98, I think I showed this one before. 103, Maximum Carnage, one of the most 90s events in Spider-Man history. 105, 107, and Annual #1. I actually like that cover, it's pretty cool. And that's it. So that was my haul, and I think I have lots more, so I could probably make 2 or 3 more videos. Expect those in the next few months or next year, I don't know, whenever. And as always, let me know what you're reading right now. You know, let's talk about comic books in the comment section. And made an haul, can't remember, like a month or 2 ago, so if you want to watch that you can click here. And bye!